Hi. Hey. Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I am Carrie, and that is Jarrod.
Most of me.
I know. I was in the process. Oh, I hit Netflix instead of YouTube.
Oh, you're in the process of going live or going on the stream?
Yes. I was not quite there yet.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
How come when I open YouTube, it goes right to these shorts videos?
I don't know.
Home. There we go. Home.
Because you're watching shorts and stuff.
There's
Is your volume down?
It is down.
Good.
Yeah, so you have to talk now so I can open this up. Okay,
sounds good. So, yeah, what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Yeah, a little inside baseball. Carrie made margaritas, golden margaritas. I haven't drank anything in months, and boy, it went right to my head. I literally.
We had one margarita, and he's
one.
Like, woo!
I had one, and I'm like, holy crap. I stood up, and I stood up to come down here to get everything set up, and I was like, oh my God.
I need some water.
Yeah, so I'm like pounding waters. I'm like, come on. And I'm warming up, and I sound like crap. I'm like, well, I haven't touched this thing all week. I've been washing buildings and trucks and houses and decks and everything all week. I have not touched my guitar until tonight, which makes it even worse. So I'm not responsible for any bad notes that it's all her fault.
It's all my fault.
I'm not kidding you, man. I'm like, holy cow, what did you put in that thing? It's just one golden margarita. That's all I had. Like, did you put like 12 shots in this thing?
No, so in the golden margarita, right, you take your tequila, and I made enough for two people, obviously. So I have 4 ounces of tequila, and then 4 ounces of Grand Marnier, and then I do 2 ounces of lime and 2 ounces of simple syrup. That's it.
Man,
so I guess
I must be a lightweight.
We each had 2 shots.
Yeah, I must be a lightweight because we ate too.
Yeah, we did.
We ate right before that. We had ribs. And they were good. So yeah, I don't know, man. I am definitely feeling it. So my apologies again if
Chris Nash says laugh
tonight.
out loud tonight will be awesome.
I probably won't remember much of
He's
it.
probably going to be taking a nap soon. We're going to have to end it an hour early so we can go night.
Dude, you should have heard my warm-up. I was like, oh my God. This is going to suck tonight. No requests.
It was so good, though. They're so delicious. I can't have margaritas any other way now without the Grand Marnier.
The golden margaritas are the best. I mean, they're so damn good. You don't even realize you're drinking alcohol. I mean, you just drink it. And boy, when you stand up, you got to do the stand-up test every, 20 minutes or so.
Right.
Because we
didn't.
What
do I feel?
As soon as I stood up, I was like, oh boy, tonight's going to be epic. Like, I should have made a coffee.
I was shoving nacho chips at him in water.
Like,
eat this.
Eat this. Drink that. Like, seriously, I'm feeling pretty damn good right now.
Chris Nash says, good thing this gets recorded.
Oh, I'm going to take it down.
Dean Harkness, Mas Tequila. Yes.
What's up, Dean?
Well, happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
Let us not forget what it's all about.
Exactly.
And remember those that have served and passed in the service of our country.
Absolutely, man. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be free. So we appreciate you guys very much.
And the families that have sacrificed as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. So at the beginning, Shane Wilson, were you bees? Were you bees?
Were you bees?
Were you bees?
I was trying to find my ass with both hands. That's where I was. And I couldn't find it.
Sal Imbrugia says, what happened with the Diesel Herbert that we were promised last week?
Oh, so good question. So people were asking for either the Mezzabarba or the Diesel. And I didn't have the Diesel hooked up tonight, so I went with the Mezzabarba. So I'll do the Diesel next week. So, sorry. I thought I had a choice. Didn't I have a choice?
I think the margarita got in the way of the diesel. The ability to hook up the diesel.
Dude, if I would have hooked that thing up tonight, I probably would have blew it up.
Blew your house up.
Yeah.
Your neighbors would have been like, no more.
Nope. No more of that.
Let's see. I already said hi to Chris Nash. Doobiz, you should do a shootout between the Mesa and the Badlander. Very curious.
Oh, the Mezzabarba and the Badlander?
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
He can do that.
I can do that. Can you screenshot that, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Flux is here.
Hey, what's up, Will? How you doing?
How's everyone doing? Excited to hear the Mezzabarba Trinity tonight. It's cool that they make a 6L6 and an EL34 model. Can't figure out which one to get. That's the best kind of first world problem.
Yeah, I hear you. I got the 6L6 version, and I love it. I forgot how good this amp sounded until I fired it up tonight.
Tyler James, what's up, everybody? He
Hey.
says, I had a horrible buzzing in my setup last week. Had to chase my cables around until I found the culprit. It was a frustrating experience. I bet.
Dude, I've been there, man, and good to see you. I've been there. Oh, my God. Remember, what show was it? Remember the show we did with Bone Prophet?
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole Mesa rig, and I had two huge pedal boards. I was like freaking, it was nuts, man. I had this huge setup, and I had an issue with something, you know. It was one of my cables that was bad, but I had 8,000 cables in that rig, and we gave up trying to figure it out. So at the end of the night, I ran with no effects, and all I had was an overdrive in front of the amp, and that was it for the night. And that sucked. And it happened 20 minutes before we went on. I'm like, what am I going to do? I mean, I got to sit here and just do it.
I don't know if it's that he's ADD or that part of being ADD is like hyper focusing on something. So once he hears the thing, he can't hear anything else.
I can't hear anything else. I will stop at nothing to fix that thing.
Yeah,
and
he can't just hang. He can't get through it, and no, he's bothered.
Yep. So I had to play that whole show bothered. It was bad. You know, and our sound guy wasn't a musician at all, and he was the most nerdy, unmusical person in the world at this gig, the sound guy. So I was like, just turn on my delay, because he had delay on the board. I said, just put the delay on. I helped him dial it in. 850 milliseconds, blah, 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 when I do my solos. And I do a solo, and it's dry as a bone, and I'm looking at him like, hey, solo, see me up here doing this? Yeah, this is solo. And I'm like, turn on the delay, you idiot. And he's looking at me like, what? I'm like, oh my God. The whole night. So then I ran up to him in between, because we had those narratives, you know. I ran up to him in between songs. I'm like, when I tap the back of my head 3 times, that means turn the delay on. So that's what I did, and I could still see that in the video. I was smacking myself in the head, and he turned the delay. I'm just like, dude, do you not know what a solo is? Right. Freaking idiot. Yeah, that was a fun night, man. I was fit to be tied when he got done with that show, and that's when I went digital. That was the show that made me go digital, because I was like, I never want to deal with this crap again, ever. Ever.
Ever and
with
never.
a capital ever.
Flex says he's been at his studio all weekend, first biasing my Armageddon to 6550s.
Nice.
Wow, they run warm, but sound great. Next, I captured it, and now I'm changing to KT88s.
Nice.
Tyler James says, John from Sonic Drive Studios got an Engel 4x12 that sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to the shootout between the famous Tone Wars Mesa 2x12 and an Engel.
Dude, I got to reach out to Jürgen and see if I can get an Engel cab here. I've always heard great things about their cabs, so I want to get one and check it out.
Steve-O is here. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Happy Memorial Day to my American friends.
Happy Memorial Day, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Jim Simmons, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Jim?
He says, I think Jarrod is cooking some hamburgers and hot dogs and also some steaks. I forgot about his live stream. Nope, Jarrod was just trying to water down his margarita.
I'm still trying to water it down. I feel just as vulnerable as I did 20 minutes ago.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty like I had a drink.
Gunnerman 54. Yo.
Hey, what's up, Gunnerman?
Dean Harkness says, Tone Wars put the fashizzle in the sizzle.
the fashizzle and the snizzle.
The sizzle.
Oh.
Not the schnizzle.
The schnizzle. I'm German, so I can say schnizzle.
Mike Nash says, I just grabbed the Lichtlerm Prometheus model for the ToneX. Ain't tried it yet. He ain't tried it yet.
You ain't tried it yet?
Love that.
You gotta be trying that. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Vince Salutari. Hey.
Hey, hey. What's up, Vince? Good to see you here.
Braxel, hello.
Hello,
Krishnesh says, just picked up the new Hyperrig Kiesel plugin from Polychrome DSP, and he's really loving it.
Nice. That's good, man. Congrats.
Tony Krosick says, good day, Tonewars gang.
Good day.
Had to rescue my outdoor cat today. Aw. She had a 3-inch long blade of grass up her nose and was hyperventilating and sneezing.
Oh.
Only had a quarter, I think that's an inch of grass to grab onto at her nose.
Man,
What?
how did that happen?
Sad and bizarre.
Dude, that's weird. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you got it figured out, though. Dude, my cat likes to go outside now, and he drives me nuts every day. Every morning, as soon as I get up, he's at the freaking patio door, and he's just like pawing at it, looking at me like, let me out. So I have to let him outside, and I'm like, dude, he wants that before he wants his food. So, yeah, he's getting...
Because he's got food outside.
Yeah, he's probably...
finding him some little micey. Yum, yum.
Yep, he's having fun out there, though. But I was talking to our friend Steve the other night, and he was like, dude, you got to get an air tag for him, put it on his collar, because one of these days he's going to go a little far, and you're going to worry about him. You're going to want to find him, so I'm going to get some air tags for him.
Did I say hi to Ronnie K yet?
No, you didn't.
Hi, Ronnie K.
How dare you? What's up, Ronnie K?
Dean Harkness says, oh, good. Y'all are fun when you drink.
I don't know what I'm going to be. Wait till I start playing. You guys are going to freaking tune out.
It might not be that fun.
Going to have a whole bunch of people unsubscribing. I'm not kidding you. My sound check was like, oh, Lord. Maybe we should just talk tonight.
You can twuck it.
Just talk.
Ronnie K says, nice shirt. Angle, baby.
That's right. Engel. Yeah, they were kind enough to send me a shirt and a hoodie.
And a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie.
Yeah, a nice zip-up hoodie for when I got the amp here. So that was very kind of them to do. So, yeah, I definitely want to get a Engel cab here. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things. So, can't wait. We'll put it right behind Carrie so she can just get blasted by it.
That sounds amazing. I'm having deja vu right now.
Are you?
Yes, I feel like we've been here before.
Oh, really?
You saying that after getting a shirt from
Really?
Yeah, super weird.
We're in the Twilight Zone. You had a nice drink too, so.
I feel like I'm handling it better than you are.
Oh, not from where I'm sitting.
We're gonna be all starts with a P. What's the word?
Oh, paranoid.
Paranoid.
Yeah.
I like panoramic. No.
Yeah, we're gonna be super panoramic
Pandemic.
tonight. We're gonna be pandemic tonight. What?
Paranoid. That's the word. Aaron Lucas, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, Aaron?
He said happy Memorial Day as well.
Right back at you, man.
If I scroll a little bit, he also said, Jarrod, at this point, what is the better buy for profilers? ToneX or a Kemper? Overall, what do you feel is the most accurate and what gives the most bang for the buck?
Oh, great question. I would say that the ToneX is more accurate and more consistent. You know, based on my experience, like when I come down here and do captures, because I mean, I do it for a living, and I need something super reliable and consistent. I mean, the Kemper, they need to update the algorithm because it's very hit and miss with the amplifiers, but the ToneX, it just does the perfect job every single time, and I don't have to fight with it. Where with the Kemper, I have to fight with it. Now on certain amps, sounds great. And those are the ones I release on the website. On others, not so much. And I won't release those packs because I wouldn't play them myself. So why would I ask you to play them and pay for them? So I like the ToneX better regarding capture quality and consistency.
If I scroll down a little bit farther, Aaron Lucas says, Carrie, can you do an Arnold that yells at Jarrod to sober up and get the show done?
Yeah, do
You
it.
want me to do it?
Yeah, do an Arnold.
Okay.
This ought to be interesting.
Jarrod. Jarrod.
Yes.
What's wrong with your yellow? That sounds like an Irish man. I can't do it. I can only say Jarrod. What's wrong with your yellow belly?
She can't do it.
No, I definitely cannot do the impression. I feel like the Jarrod was okay, though.
It was there.
Jarrod.
Judd. Stop drinking.
Stop your drinking. It still
Sissy.
sounds Irish.
Yeah, it does. It sounds Irish.
If Arnold Schwarzenegger was Irish,
Yeah, then
I
that's
could
what it would be. You sound like a female version of Conor McGregor.
well, I tried, Aaron. Maybe that'll get a super chat.
Yeah, for you to stop.
Yes.
Stop it.
Let's see. Braxel says, Jarrod, you like it when the sound guy messes up your sound, and you know it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me and sound guys don't get along sometimes, man. I am a stickler.
CS says, I'm here and lurking.
I'm lurking.
You're lurking?
What's up, Chris? Good to see you, man.
As long as you're not LARPing.
There's no LARPing here. Just lurking.
Braxel says, Jarrod, you like the dry sounding solos. It's the new sound and technique.
Dude, it just irritated. Because I'm up there, I'm trying to play, you know, and I'm shredding my ass off, and I'm like, where's the delay? And it's dry. And I was doing whale calls and stuff with the volume knob, and I'm like, dude, do you not understand that there needs to be delay here, you freaking idiot? I just wanted to throttle that guy after we were done. I'm like, Pat, do you know what a solo is? Yeah. I'm like, well, why didn't you turn on the delays and until I gave you the steal first base, freaking, or steal second sign or whatever? How can you steal first base?
Aaron says, Carrie's Arnold sounds like Shrek. I sound like Shrek. I don't know what Shrek sounds like.
I haven't seen that in so long. I don't remember.
Same. Flux says, Carrie, you sound like Quint from Jaws.
Quit. Oh, yeah. You kind of did.
You know, I gave it a try. Pipti is here, the German potato. Potato?
Potato. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Let's see. Tyler James. Jarrod, don't worry, I'm feeling good too. Vodka and Celsius. Ooh, vodka and Celsius?
Ooh, that sounds
Sorry
good.
for the missing. No, that Celsius will send me for a loop.
Oh,
the
man.
energy drink.
Yeah. Ooh.
Sorry for missing last week. I fell asleep. That's the worst excuse. Sorry for missing last week. I fell asleep.
Hey, man.
Like, don't call me back.
I don't blame you, dude. After this show, I'm going right to bed. I'm freaking knocked out right now.
He says, I fell asleep, and then on my way to work at 10 p.m. realized I missed last week's hangout.
No worries, dude. I get it. We've all been there.
Nope, not me.
If it wasn't for tonight's live stream, I'd be on the couch. Yeah, I'd be on the couch sawing logs right now.
Chris Gonzalez is here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Tony Krozik, awesome. I'd love an angle hoodie, shirt, and ball cap. Just not wear all three at the same time.
Yeah, then you're like Garth on Wayne's World. We don't believe in sponsors. You're like wearing everything.
Ronnie K says, we had the arrival of the unknown soldier of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Dwayne McKnight is here.
Hey, what's happening?
Do you have any music projects in the works?
Thanks for asking. I actually have some songs. I actually have some songs that I'm working on, and I'll be playing those soon with demos, reviews, and live streams coming up. One of them is just a butt kicker. It's really hard to do, but I'm almost there with it. And her and I are working on some acoustic stuff. But other than that, that's about it for us right now.
Ronnie K says, I have the triple XL 4x12 angle cab.
How do you like it?
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Tyler James says, you can steal first base if you're craft enough.
Yeah, I guess you could.
Crafty?
Crafty.
Klaus says, hello, glad to see the Mezzabarba roaring tonight. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Klaus?
I like the Mezzabarba.
Yeah, me too.
Pifty says, let's talk Germany, Jarrod. Engel versus Diesel, question mark.
Engel is more aggressive, and Diesel's got that softer kind of top end, but it's just a huge sounding amp. So it really comes down to what you like. You know, Engel might be a little more aggressive, where the Diesel might be a little thicker. But that doesn't mean that the Engel's thin. It's still a pretty thick amp. But yeah, Diesel's just got that. It's just got that voicing that only a Diesel can do. So it's just one of those things. I think I did shoot them out. I did shoot them out in a video about 1.5 years ago. If you want to check that out, yeah, check out that video.
You can just Google. Well, you don't Google it, but go in the videos and then search on YouTube. Let's see, where did I leave off? Barry Gomez, somebody get this guy a Jaeger bomb.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you.
Show would be over. I'd be passed out.
Jim Simmons, I hope Jarrod does not fall asleep while playing one of his epic guitar solos.
I hope not either. Excuse me. I'm not kidding you. I'm fighting this off. I should have made a damn coffee.
Let's see. Paul Smith, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Paul? What's happening?
Welcome. Aaron Lucas, he says, one more question on the ToneX thing. I hope it's okay. Of course.
Of course.
When you use it, are you playing through an FRFR or going direct into your board? For best results, tell me like I'm 2 years old.
Tell you like you're 2.
Going back to, well, that's even before, going to preschool.
Going to preschool. Yeah, so basically you want to, I plug it directly into the board here when I'm playing live. But at home, if I'm just playing for myself, I plug into studio monitors. And I think it sounds incredible through those. The Cali audio monitors are best bang for the buck, so get those. And for an effects unit, I think the HX Effects is a really good unit to pair it with. Just hook it up 4-cable method, run it into your studio monitors in stereo. You can have stereo delay, chorus, you know, all that stuff. And it sounds incredible. That's the way I would go.
There you go.
Faux show.
Pit Priss has joined us.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm going to be doing some NAMM stuff very soon. I think they're going to be sending me a player. Should be coming soon, right? Like within the next couple weeks. I'm looking forward to it. I actually got to get with you so we can figure out how to do the profiles with it. So I'm looking forward to that because that's a whole new way of doing profiles. I got to use my computer and a DAW and
that doesn't sound like any fun.
Back to NASA school for me. Yep, but I'm willing to do it.
Richard Poole, hi from the UK.
Hey, what's up, man? Hello.
Dean Harkness, been thinking about the boost Karens and got to thinking even the blues and country guys use boosts, so who the hell are they hissing at?
Oh, I know, man. All the great guitar players use them. You know, some of them don't talk about it, but they do. Some of them, it's their secret sauce. So.
Hey, what about your mugs?
So I got finally had a chance to look at it, and we both approve. So now I just got to link the Tone Wars. What store did I use?
Oh,
Teespring. Yeah, so I got to link that to the channel, and then the mugs will be available for purchase very soon.
The Boost Karen Tears mugs.
Yeah, the Boost Karen Tears mugs. So it's got the TW logo on one side and the Boost Karen Tears on the other. So they're ready, and I'll be posting that very soon.
Let's see. Pip Priss says, man, I got the NAMM player review up on the channel. If you want to get a first impression, you know where to watch.
All right, cool, man. Definitely will watch that for sure, man. Can't wait. So they're supposed to be shipping soon, right? That's what I'm looking forward to.
He says, and of course, if you need help, reach out anytime.
Thank you, sir. I will definitely do that. Probably this week.
Deftone said, just ordered a warm audio odd box like he recommended for my 5153 Stealth EL34-100.
You're going to love it.
On that topic, would you recommend any other pedals for that amp?
You're going to love that pedal with that amp.
I mean, everybody yawn.
honestly, I know, stop it. Any other pedal that I would recommend would be something very similar to the Warm Audio anyway, so I would just stick with that. I found the Mud Killer good with it, but it sculpted it too much, and I feel like the amp's pretty damn sculpted as it is. So I think that'll work just fine for you. Trust me, you will love that pedal with that amp. It retains all that thickness in the body of the tone, but because that amp's got a lot of bite and a lot of aggression, so I think it'll work just fine. Absolutely.
Chris Nash says, any news on your signature Karen boost pedal?
Oh, man, I would love to do one of those. I'd have to find somebody that would be willing to work with me on making an overdrive, though, which maybe I can. That would be fun.
Chris Nash, nope, already read that one. Ronnie K, I bought the cab before I bought the Angle Invader head. Who does that? Laughing.
Yeah. Wow. That's definitely a opposite way of doing things, but I'm glad it worked out for you. I mean, the Invader's a great amp, man. I tried one of those. I thought it was awesome.
Flux wants to know if you can speak a little about seeing Symphony X and Mike Romeo Quad Cortex.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for asking. I will be talking about that in tomorrow's Riffs and Responses video, which I'll be shooting tomorrow morning. I meant to get that up for today, but last night kind of got away from me. I've had a busy week. I've been working my butt off. I've done a lot of jobs this week, and I just haven't had much time. Obviously, I've made no videos this week. I've been busy. But, yeah, so I don't want to give too much away for tomorrow's video, but, yeah, I got to hang out with the whole band at Symphony X on Thursday. Was it? It was Thursday, right? Yeah. And man, what an evening that was. It's, you know, I like I said, I don't want to, you know, spoil anything, but it was a great night, and I learned a lot from Michael. And dude, I'll just say this: they say never meet your heroes, but he is somebody you definitely want to meet. Very, very cool guy, very down to earth, very just super nice guy, very humble. You know, and it was really cool to get to know him and talk to him. And yeah, he uses the Quad Cortex when they tour now because, I mean, when I talked to him about it, he's a huge amp guy. I mean, he's an Engel Fireball guy all day long. But he's like, dude, I mean, I'm getting great tones with the Quad Cortex, and he's just like, so much easier than lugging all that stuff around. And he uses DIs with a Seymour Duncan Power Stage with real cabs, because he still likes real cabs on stage. He doesn't use in-ears. The whole band uses them but him. He's still kind of old school. He's like, I just love hearing my cab, you know. I'm like, I get it, you know. And so, yeah, he sounded amazing on Thursday. I mean, it was just incredible. That guy, I'll just put it to you this way, guys. If you haven't seen Symphony X live and you're a metal, you know, you like metal, just go see him. It is 100% one of the best shows you'll ever see. And I'm not just saying that because I met them guys and hung out with them. I've always heard great things about them, and I love their music. But their singer, Russell Allen, is like, I would say he's the best singer in metal right now. There's nobody that can even touch that guy. The guy's insane. Amazing voice, indestructible voice. I mean, that guy hits every note live.
And a nice guy, too.
Yeah, and he was great. He was really cool. Like, the whole band. Yeah, the whole band was just super cool. And, you know, I mean, it was kind of cool because, like, I cooked for him. I brought him a huge pork butt, and I brought street taco, you know, stuff, fixins. Yeah, so I showed up and brought this thing into the tour bus, and Michael was standing outside the tour bus, and he's like, bro, he's like, hey, you're here. I'm like, yeah. And I had all the fixins in my hand, and we shook hands. He's like, dude, it's nice to meet you finally. And I'm like, yeah, likewise, you know. And so I'm like, would you mind if I handed you these and I'll get the meat? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. So he's like, follow me. And we were going to go in the building. And then he was like, let's just go on the bus. So I'm like, of course. Like, I've never been on a tour bus before. So we went up on the tour bus, really cool bus. And I'm like, where is everybody? And he's like, oh, trust me, as soon as you open that thing up, they'll come. Sure enough, man.
Yep.
Sure enough, I opened it up, and the whole place filled with
wafting the snow.
smoke butt, pork butt.
So I see them. I envision them floating through the air by their noses, like
like Toucan Sam. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the curtain parts, and then out comes Russell, and he's like, I smell food. He's like, hey, I'm Russ, man. Nice to meet you. And I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you too. He goes, yeah, Michael said you brought food or something. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, man, look at that thing. And I start cutting it up with the claws.
yeah.
And he's like, can I get in there? I'm like, yeah. He grabs a big hunk of meat and eats it. He's like, oh, dude. He's like, where's the plates? And he's like, we're making tacos? And I'm like, yeah, street tacos. He's like, oh, my God. So the whole band was like a lion feeding, but they were very polite. It was a polite lion feeding. So everybody just came up and grabbed all their, plates and utensils and started making street tacos. And every single one of them guys offered me money. They're like, well, how much do we owe you? We know this, I'm like, no, it's fine. I really, I just wanted to do this for you guys because I know when you're on the road, I mean, you're just eating crap everywhere and it just sucks, and they're like, dude, you have no idea. They're like, this is amazing. And everyone was so grateful and kind and welcoming and humble, and just, I felt like I was just talking to my neighbors. You know what I mean? It was just so cool. I'm just sitting here on Symphony X's tour bus eating street tacos, and we're all sitting around in a circle just talking like normal people about normal everyday stuff. And I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I just never thought that would ever happen.
Right.
I've been listening to their music for years, and we saw Russell perform at TSO two years ago.
Siberian Orchestra. Yeah.
Oh, and it was just
an amazing singer. He's so powerful.
It was surreal just sitting there, And the whole time I'm like, just be cool. Just be cool. Don't get all weird.
Don't get weird.
Don't get weird.
Hey, what's that circle? I got like this circle thing.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let's find out, where did I leave off?
But I'll tell the whole story tomorrow,
Yeah.
But it was a great night. It really was.
I gotta scroll. Oh, here it is. Jordan Crutchfield. Hi there.
Hey.
Managed to score a 13-pound brisket for $45 at Costco today.
Dude.
On the smoker, and Steve and I will have a great dinner tomorrow. Happy Sunday.
Hell yeah, good to hear from you. We had a lot of fun last night when they came over.
Yeah.
We had those ribs. Oh, God, we had them tonight too. Yeah, we're hooked on those ribs, man. That was some good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry I missed it.
Good for you guys, Jordan.
Richard Poole says, I've heard that the new HELIX might be announced at NAMM from a credible source.
Oh, nice. At next NAMM or Summer NAMM?
We'll find out.
Please
Sean Nichols
clarify.
says, cough, Derek. Derek, I think when you were talking about doing a signature. Jim Simmons says, Jarrod, you mentioned you use the 4-cable method with your mixer. Do you use the effects send return on your mixer for 4-cable method?
Mixer or effects unit?
You mentioned you use the 4-cable method with your mixer. Do you use the effect send return on your mixer for 4-cable method?
I use 4-cable method with digital platforms mixed with like if I want like a ToneX pedal and I need effects for it, I use 4-cable method with the line 6 HX effects, and I send the sends from the HX effects, the out, left, and right, to my mixer, if that makes sense. So the ToneX is hooked up to the HX effects via 4-cable method, and the outs are coming from the HX effects, if that makes sense.
Tyler James says, Jarrod, have you tried the Engel Fireball SE? My buddy has one, and I want to get him the perfect boost for his birthday, and I'm thinking the Odd Box would be the best.
SE, Fireball SE. Oh, the special, is that special edition? Yeah, the Odd Box would be good with that. Yeah, yep. I've tried the Odd Box and the Mud Killer with the Fireball, and you could dial it in for either one, but I just love the Odd Box. Tonight, I'm using the Mud Killer with the Mezzabarba, because it's a softer amp and I want to add more of a bite and an edge to it, so I can do that with more sculpting. It's a thicker amp, so you can get away with that. But more sculpted, aggressive amps, you want to use the Odd Box with.
Hitpress says, by the way, congrats on the Lick Lighter video. That amp sounded wicked. Also checked out Kyle's video on it. So crazy good.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. And that amp was badass. That was a good amp.
Metadoom. He says, how to get chug tone at Orange Amp.
Ah, Orange amps.
Take it back to the store and buy.
She's kidding. So if you want to chug tone with the Orange amp, if you're playing like a rock reverb or you know, something like that, just get a pedal that adds aggressiveness to it. I would probably suggest like the Mesa Grid Slammer and crank the tone knob all the way up, and that'll give it a little more bite and aggression. So give that a try. Depends on which orange you're playing, but yeah, oranges are very unique. There's like quite a difference between those and other amplifiers, but yeah, you can make them chug.
Let's see. Okay, Lucian.
Hey.
Now, I've never seen the movie Joe Dirt, so I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but he said, Carrie with a K, will you buy Jarrod a Dairy Queen like Brandy did Joe Dirt and ask him to play his Zillow cab a little tonight? I want some more research on the DV77 for my cabinet at home, please.
So you're going to buy me some Dairy Queen? I'll see if I can. I got it mic'd. We'll see. Yeah, I'll see if I can, yeah, give that a quick playthrough for you.
Hitpress says, damn, y'all yawning and making me yawn. It's 1:30 a.m. and I'm so sorry. I feel like I might be over the yawns, though. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I hope so, because, yeah.
Barry Gomez says, did they play without you? Maybe when we were talking about, I almost said Savage X, but they're not Savage X.
Oh, Symphony X.
Symphony X. Savage X, that's a good name. CM079, Tone Wars, what's up?
What's happening, man? Good to see you.
Symphony X, wow, yeah, Russell is a great singer too, and the compositions really get in there. Hearing all this Engel love, got an Iron Ball 20 SE coming. Spider ended up not being it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, enjoy that Engel, man. Great stuff, man.
Pitpress says, damn, I feel that so much. When on tour, having proper food is a godsend. And from the pics of barbecue stuff you post, that shit looks delicious. It is delicious, too. Yes.
It is. Dude, the ribs we had tonight was like, it was, we call it meat candy. It's just so good. Oh.
Can you fan me?
Fan you?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, before we were eating, we were talking up a storm. And then as soon as the food was served, both of us were like...
It's quiet for like 5 minutes. It's never quiet between the two of us unless we're watching TV or something.
Yeah.
It's always... Blah, 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 blah.
Yep. And she was like, wow, it got all quiet all of a sudden.
It was so weird. I came out of like my food frenzy. It was like...
A little quiet in here.
I haven't said any words in 5 ribs.
5 ribs. It was so good. Yeah, they were... Dude, these ribs are, they're to die for.
They really
they're
are.
so
I'm
good.
glad that Shanny?
Summer Shanny or, yeah, something, yeah, summer, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it just went perfect with it. So, yeah, you should have been here.
So we learned to make these ribs, right? Like you just found them or whatever, but remember when we had them for the first time at the restaurant with Reno and Tina when we were in Ray?
Yeah.
So it was a ridiculous day. It was a little embarrassing because we all were into these ribs. They give you these little scissors to cut them up. And we're all like...
You guys okay over there? Just give me a minute. I'm gonna need a smoke and a pancake after this one. Yeah, it was good, man. But these are even better because those were Korean ribs, which were amazing. But when you smoke them, they're even better.
Yeah. The Metal Edge, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
He said, would love to hear you play Grateful tonight. You have the guitar for Grateful?
I do. And
Christopher, I missed your super chat. I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Thank you. I will do my best to play that for you tonight. I will play it. But I can't guarantee you the outcome of how good it's going to sound because I'm not kidding you. I have not touched my guitar in I haven't touched my guitar since last Sunday. I've worked, yeah. Wow. I have not touched this thing until tonight when I was doing sound check, and I sounded like crap. But I'll still play it for you. So either it'll be amazing or you'll all have a good laugh. So either way.
Christopher says, there is nothing polite about my family during feeding time. You better grab your plate and get out of the way. The
Survival
kids
of the
might just
fittest.
eat you. Right?
That's funny, man.
I tend to be that way. I mean,
Yeah.
you can take me out. Like, I can behave myself, but at home,
Behind closed doors, she's an animal.
I am a little bit selfish with the foods. Yeah, there's, like some moms are like, oh, you have it all, and I'll just eat last, and I'm gonna hang out back here by the sink, and
Nope.
oh, my in-ears died.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, poop.
I have.
You got
But
a
anyway,
battery,
I was
right?
gonna, let me finish this, and
Yeah.
then I'll go get another battery. But yeah, I'm not that mom. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a big old scoop before everybody
Yeah.
eats it all, and I don't get any.
Well, you made it, so
That's right.
you should get something.
You want to play, and I'll go fix
I can.
mine? Yeah.
Is it gonna be loud for you, or just
Oh,
keep
I
your
forgot.
your in-ears in, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
All
All right, so let me play a couple riffs, and then I'm gonna warm up with a simple mix because I'm not kidding you. I'm a little self-conscious tonight, guys. I am rusty and not warmed up. So 1 second. Okay, so 1 second. I'm going to fix the audio sync issue. Thanks for letting us know. My software does this every once in a while. So let me just close out and start up again. So bear with us 1 second, and then we'll handle it. We should be good. And I think we're streaming again. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we should be good. All right. Yeah, that stupid software every once in a while does that. I hate it. Thanks for letting me know. Usually I can catch it, but every once in a while I look at the meter and I can't tell. So, all right. So with that, let's go ahead and start this first mix and see what we have. Well, that was definitely stepped on a few clams in that one.
But you got it over with.
I warned you.
You did it.
Yeah, I did it. It was pretty ugly in some spots, but this is what it sounds like when you don't practice for a week.
Mike Nash says, "I've had you on my TV so often, I might go fanboy on you if I met you face to face." That's so nice, though.
Well, you're too kind, man. It is weird, like, because like people do watch. Let me turn this. There we go. People do watch, YouTube on TV, so it's almost like you're on TV, you know. And honestly, I think YouTube has taken over television. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I watch YouTube more than I watch anything else. Like when I'm washing trucks or houses or whatever.
I think it's Netflix and YouTube for me.
Yeah, it's pretty much YouTube. YouTube has taken over. I think people like it because it's more real. Obviously, as you just heard, it's pretty real here. There's no polish on anything. It's just like you're interacting with real people, and I think people really want that.
Jarrod is the most down to earth. Seriously.
Well, I have to be.
Super regular, super down to earth. So nice, very generous.
Well, you're too kind now. That's the alcohol talking.
I feel absolutely normal.
I know. I'm starting to come down or come up. I don't know which. I'm starting to normalize here. Yeah. But no, I mean, the thing is you have to be, right? Because we're all one bad decision away from making a fool out of ourselves, and we'd rather have people want to cheer for us than be like, oh,
absolutely.
Finally you got yours, So, yeah, I never want to get on a high horse because it hurts when you fall off.
Flux says, "I'm pretty psyched that twice in my life I'm using the same live rig that Michael Romeo uses. Back in the 2000s, we both played the Line 6 Beta HD and now the Quad Cortex." Wink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's cool, man. We had a lot of talk about rigs and traveling and using the best stuff that works for you. I mean, I was honored that he actually, picked up my presets. I was like, I'll talk about that a little more in tomorrow's video, but I don't want to give too much away. But yeah, it was really, really cool, interacting with him via email, and he tried my presets and loved them. And I'm like, holy crap, like he's like, seriously, he's top 3 guitar players on the planet. The guy is absolutely astonishingly good. And I was just blown away, because when I saw his name in the sales thing that I get from the website, I'm like, there's probably 100 Michael Romeos out there. And I'm like, yeah, it's not him. And we had to email back and forth about something, and yeah, I needed his username so that I could send him to him in the cloud. And I'm like, by the way, are you Michael Romeo from Symphony X? He says, yes, that's me. And I about fell out of my chair. I'm like, oh my God. Like, this is
what
insane.
What a moment for you, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, one of your guitar heroes is using your tone.
Yep. It was just insane. And then, like, a couple days later, we emailed back and forth a little bit more, and he was like, bro, these sound amazing. Thank you. And I was just like, no, thank you, sir. Like, oh, my God. So
I'm happy you've had that moment.
Oh, me too, man. It was cool. And then we started talking about barbecue. And then it's like, did we just become best friends? Yes. Do you want to do karate in the garage? Yes.
Jeez.
It was awesome.
Tyler James says, the Fireball SE seems to be more of a dry metal sound from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's really articulate, and I just love the Ingle stuff. I just think it's got that German snarl to it that I love so much,
Sean Nichols wants to know, did that Rain song ever get a name? Did you ever rename? I think, was it Grateful that we were trying to rename?
Somebody mentioned it last week. And I was like, that's actually a cool name. Maybe we should call it that.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
I probably screenshotted it, but I was on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Remember? It's in my phone. So whatever that was, that's probably it. That's right. You were on my phone last week, snooping.
Whatever happened, I got my chats back, but they did not.
You with snooping screenshots. Let's see.
Let's see. Flux says, of course, having the same rig as Romeo doesn't make me play as well as him. He shreds so hard, right?
Oh, dude, and he makes it look like he's playing blues riffs. You know, I mean, he makes it look like, because he's so efficient in his playing. There's like when you watch him play up close, his fingers hardly move. There's like this, it almost looks like he's going like this up and down the neck. His fingers barely move because he's so efficient at what he does. And, you know, and he's a huge, nerd when it comes to like reading music and scores and stuff like that. He's like, dude, I can read scores. I just sit there and I love it. I can read it and I can hear what's going on with it all. And he's like, I really get into theory and time signatures and all that, and I'm just like, wow, this guy's a total freaking renaissance man. I mean, he's big into all that stuff. So it was just cool learning about all the stuff that he does and everything.
Deftone says orange amps are unique. I guess that's why some people call it the orange sound.
Yep, they have their own thing, man. They're pretty cool. Yep.
Pit Press says he's got to go to bed. Have a good night.
Have a good night, dude.
Sweet dreams.
Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll get a hold of you soon because we definitely got to get together. Yep, that'll be fun.
Tom F is here. Hi, Tom.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Let's see, and then we got to the syncing part. Let's see. Tom F says still have company, but he wanted to drop in and say hi. Well, thanks for being rude to your company and checking in.
Thanks for stopping by, dude. Tell everyone we said hello.
Flux says, I really like the complex raw texture of the Trinity's saturation. Sounds great, Jarrod.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a cool amp, man. It's a really cool amp. Nice and smooth on the top end. You can give it more bite if you want, but the way I have it dialed in tonight, I went for smooth. It was what was working for my ears.
Doobiz says, is it just me or does the Mezza sound like a dual rectifier multi-watt?
It does have that smoother kind of thing going on. It's actually more in the vein of a Soldano SLO. Yep, I can get this thing to sound exactly like a slow if I want to.
Let's see. Tom F says, so I got the Badlander Mr. Scary ToneX capture, and it's awesome.
Dude, awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. I got to play that amp in the live stream soon. Maybe I'll play that after I do the Herbie. That's such a great amp now. Congrats.
Sean Nichols says, yeah, dude, the Scary Bad Capture is my favorite amp right now.
Yeah, those captures came out good, didn't they? Those are my #1 selling capture packs in the ToneX and in the Quad Cortex. Whenever it's like whenever I get that bing, bing on my phone, I'm like, oh, another Mr. Scary mod. Like, people are buying those like crazy, and they did turn out really good.
Good. Fox says the Mesa really cuts through in the low-mid area, and I love that. It always sounds thick in the mix.
Yep, it's really thick. It's one of those thick, beefy amps, man. I love it.
Tyler James says, Jarrod, if you ever find yourself in North Carolina, I would love to be your secondary guitarist. That would be so awesome.
Dude, if I'm ever in that area, I'll definitely look you up and we can hang. That's what I want to do, just freaking hang. Get some good barbecue and some beers and just freaking...
Oh, I bet you there's some good barbecue in North Carolina.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you.
Carol McMillan says, I only watch YouTube. No TV or movies for me.
Right? I'm kind of the same way. I really am, man. It's YouTube all day. Whenever I'm working, it's definitely YouTube. Or it's an Audible book. Yeah. I'll listen to Audible. Yeah.
The Metal Edge says that galloping riff kicks so much ass.
Thank you.
It does.
Thank you. It's one of our favorites, man. You just gotta like it.
Chris Nash is a major YouTube person here.
Yeah, most people are.
Tony says, Metzalicious, very nice, Jarrod. Great sustain. That thing rips.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Klaus says, love that I'm just gonna go for it mentality after a week of not playing. Yeah, just go for it.
You have to, man. You know, I used to be so much of a perfectionist and I used to be so uptight. I remember my first probably 6 months of live streams that I used to do on Wednesday nights. I would sweat bullets, man. When I played those mixes, I'd be just sweating and like, oh, it's got to be perfect. And I would come down here.
He was just a mess of nerves.
I was a mess, and it wasn't fun. I wasn't enjoying playing. I was just perfectionist all the way, and it was like it wasn't fun, you know. And then I got done with all the mixes and I'm like, oh, thank God that's over with. And I'm like, that's not right. That shouldn't feel like that. I should enjoy this. So I just had to learn how to relax and just go, hey, if I screw up, I screw up, you know. And the only time I get nervous anymore is when I'm playing like one of my new mixes for the first time, because I don't want to present it bad, you know, and be like, hey, check out my new song. And then, yeah, it's like 27 farts all over it. And you're like, oh, jeez,
Oh, great.
you know.
Don't start the farts again. Jeez.
Well, it's almost like cooking. It's almost like cooking barbecue for somebody for the first time, and it doesn't turn out that good.
Yeah,
and you're like,
dry
normally it's better, and the whole night you just spend apologizing for everything. It's the same thing. I was so worried about that on Thursday. Like, if this damn thing comes out dry, I'm gonna have to stop somewhere and be like, hey, you got a pork butt? $100. I don't care. Save my reputation.
Tom F says, we also picked up your album and it rocks. And that last song rocks. Nice vocals.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was you that bought it the other day. I saw that. Thank you.
I appreciate the comment. Thanks for noticing.
Oh, yeah. She's a great singer, man. She'll be singing more soon.
Well, that's the last comment for now. You want to play a little bit?
Yeah. Let me crap the bed on another one here. All right, 1 second, guys. There we go.
And we're back. Good.
Ooh, turn that off.
I really do like Mezza.
Yeah, it's a good amp. It really is. I mean, they're expensive as hell, but they're built like freaking brick houses, man. I mean, the whole insides of these things, man. The Mazzati transformers. Look at, they got the name on it and everything. I mean, it's freaking the lights, the way they. I mean, the gut shots on these amps are like, seriously, they polish their solder joints. I mean, come on, you know, it's like, jeez. I mean, they're just gorgeous amps, man.
Klaus says that's why we love live shows. Sometimes not perfect sounds great, feel and soul is in there.
Yep, you're right, man. It's all about just freaking going for it, enjoying it. You know, mistakes and everything, who cares, you know? I'd rather take a real performance with some mistakes than a fake one that's perfect, you know?
Sean Nichols says, oh, hey, also originally when the discussion happened about naming Grateful, I was actually asking about this song.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're asking about this one. So this is Night Terrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of this one, Night Terrors. It's kind of a creepy, eerie song, so.
Jim Simmons says, Jarrod, would two vintage 30s or a V30 and a greenback sound good for metal in a 2x12 cabinet?
Great question. You know, I've never paired a vintage 30 with a greenback, but that's an experiment I'd like to do.
Oops.
But I will say, one speaker that really does sound good with a vintage 30 is the DV77, and Lucian asked me to do that. So let me fire up the, what is it, the Zilla Cab with DV77 in it. So I'll pair them together for you now. So it's the vintage 30 with the DV77, and let's see what they sound like together. So 1 second here. Yeah, I have to do an update on my computer because all the pictures aren't working, so I have to do it all manually tonight. But yeah, that's what they sound like together. So I think the DV77 by itself is okay. It's a little dark, but when you pair it with the 50 or the vintage 30, it like adds those mids to it that just thicken it up a little bit more. So it sounds really good. So depending on what you like, you know, but that's a good option for you as well.
Klaus says, Jim, a creamback. Oh, I'm sorry. He was talking to Jim. Barry Gomez, sounds great, Jarrod.
Thank you.
Flux says, Jarrod, I just sent you and Braxel my Armageddon 6550 QC captures. I
Oh,
hope you like them.
Thank you, sir. I will check those out. Thank you.
Braxel, Jarrod, you play all your own instruments on your tracks or program them. Do you also mix them yourself?
Good question. So basically, I play all the guitars, but I think I played bass on Grateful. I think I played bass on that, but John Thrasher is actually the guy that played bass on my album, and he's on all my backing tracks except for Grateful. So that guy is amazing. What a great bass player. So all the harmonics and all that stuff, that's all John Thrasher. He's a very creative bass player.
He plays the bass like piano.
Oh, he's amazing. And there's no one else I'd rather have on my albums as far as bass goes. The guy's insane. So he's on there, and then the drums TJ and I kind of do together. It's pretty collaborative, but I kind of know what I want.
TJ mixes it, though.
Yeah, TJ mixes it, though. But that's collaborative, too, because he'll send me mixes, and I'll be like, turn this up, turn that down, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
Barry Gomez says, nice octave effect there.
Oh, thank you, yeah. That's the Freakout pedal by Digitech. Frequout. Everybody should have this pedal on their pedal board. If you play leads, it is one of the best pedals. It's a great party trick. You don't use it a lot, but when you do, it makes a statement. You know, it's a really cool pedal.
Sal, yes, Sean is right. The Herbert's right up there on the top shelf. You just wondered what happened to it.
It's up there.
It's just not plugged in. It's not hooked up.
See, the cables for that are the longest ones here. So anytime I do an amp demo and the amp's sitting on that table, I use the Herbert cables for that amp. Those are the sacrificial cables for it. So, and I've been doing a lot of demos lately, so I just haven't hooked up the Herbert because you know, as soon as I get a demo done, someone else is like, hey, can you demo my amp? And I'm like, yeah. So that's why I do it.
Sean, he's like, laugh out loud. Sorry, I meant the one he plays just part of before Night Terrors. I do know Night Terrors. I was watching Fricker's stream when Jarrod played it on there.
Oh.
So, is he talking about the Evanescence one? Did you play that right before Night Terrors?
Yes.
Yeah. So we did a cover of.
My Immortal.
My Immortal.
Yep.
Because brain. And he took it and just completely made it his own.
Yeah, I rewrote it. And then, so that whole solo section
his solo obviously wasn't not in the song at all.
Yeah. In the cover it was, but not in their song.
Right.
So yeah, we took the song and I just kind of added a whole bunch of stuff to it, reworked it like I always do when I do covers, because why do a cover and keep it exactly the same? There's no point in it. So I try to make it my own.
Well, that's Jarrod's philosophy anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's my philosophy, and I'm sticking to it. So that's how I do covers. And then, so I took the solo section and, you know, kind of reworked a bunch of stuff. So that's basically what that is. And I renamed it because it's basically its own thing at this point. So, yeah, so that's what that is.
What did you rename? What did you name it?
I can't remember. It's on the album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so whatever the name is on the album, that's what it is. And I can't remember what the name is.
Flex says, both my Ignator Armageddon and my Randall KH103 can take any power tube combo, so I'm trying all types of tubes in them.
Nice.
I'm not reading all of those.
That's a lot. No, good for you, man. It's fun experimenting with that stuff, man.
Asa is here. Any thoughts on which to buy, Boss GT1000, Helix, or Headrush Prime?
Boss GT1000.
Helix or Headrush Prime.
Why not Quad Cortex, may I ask?
Yeah, put it in, Asa.
Put that in there. Why not QC, man?
Let's see. Daryl McMillan. I put a pair of V30s in a Marshall 1960 A4x12 cab in an X pattern with the greenbacks. It sounded great.
Sounds great. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to experiment with that. Yeah, that sounds like a good combo.
Axel says, I have a freak out. It's pretty darn good.
Dude, the freak out pedals are amazing, man. They're great with cleans, too. You can do some really atmospheric stuff with them, and they're kind of moody. Yeah, it's a cool pedal, man. It really is.
Sean Nichols says, yeah, the part where the song drops out to bass with the chorus on it during the Night Terrors is one of the best parts.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Sal says, will the Herbert debut on the show?
Oh, I've had it on the show several times, but I'll have it on next week for sure. Yep, next Sunday we'll be doing the Herbies. Yep.
Paul Smith has got to go.
All right, thanks for hanging, Paul.
Yeah, it's 8:27. We'll be on our way out as well.
In 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I should play something else.
Absolutely.
I switched guitars for something.
For something?
Maybe I should do the Sphinx.
Asa says Quad Cortex was not in his price range. It was too expensive for bedroom playing.
Oh, well, the other units are pretty close, aren't they? Isn't Helix around the same price?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll tell you what. If you really want to save money, get a ToneX 1 and a HX effects, and you'll have great amp tones and all the effects you can stand. That's a really good way to save money. So if you're looking at saving money and you still want to have awesome effects, do that. That's a really good way to go. Or just get the regular ToneX for, what is it, $3.99, and then get that. I mean, I would tell you this, between especially the Headrush Prime, I would definitely say the ToneX and the HX effects would be a way better way to go. It'll sound better, and I think you'll like the effects more too.
All right.
Faux show.
Chris says another pedal idea for Jarrod, golden margarita compressor.
That'd be a good one.
J.R. Lee says, I've been hooked on Mojo tone speakers for about 2 years.
Oh, really? I'll have to try those. Mojo tone speakers.
Yeah, Flex likes the purple finish on the Majesty.
Oh, dude, this guitar is money.
Same.
So nice.
Klaus says, Carrie, it's Yellow Deli for a late lunch tonight. Oh! You just broke my heart.
We love Yellow Deli.
Yes, please have a hibiscus tea for me.
Yes, and for me too. And have a parfait for us too. The parfait is amazing. Dude, that restaurant, if you're ever out in California, man, go to Yellow Deli. That is the best restaurant.
And affordable as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's affordable and it's amazing.
Let's see. Tony, a 4x12 with V30s and a G12 T75 in X pattern is also a great combination.
Ooh, that sounds good too. I would absolutely try that.
Sean says Helix had a major price cut and it was cheaper than the QC to begin with.
Oh, I see. I think they got a new one coming. That's why they want to empty out the warehouse so they can. I don't have any inside information, but that's usually a sign. Yep.
Mike Nash says, I'm a huge fan of the Hot Tone brand, and I'm planning on pairing my ToneX with an Ampero.
There you go.
Stomp.
Yeah, those are, I've heard really good things about those. I want to try one. I should have one. I should reach out to them and see if I can get one on the channel, because I've heard really good things about those. They're really good for the price. Actually, I've heard that they're better. You know how you say, oh, it's great for the price, which means, if you want to save money. I've heard really good things about them, though. So.
Are you going to play, or are we going to say goodbye?
I'm going to play. I got one more in me, I think. And might as well. I'm all fired up and ready to go. 1 second. There we go. Slopped my way through one more. All right.
You did it.
I did. I sure did. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I can't wait to shoot tomorrow's riffs and responses for you, so look for that. And I can tell you more details about my hang with Symphony X and Michael Romeo and all them guys. And yeah, so it's going to be fun, man. Looking forward to shooting that for you. And we wish everyone a happy Memorial Day, for tomorrow. Thank you again to everyone who has, served and protected this country and our freedoms and our rights. Really appreciate you guys immensely, more than we can say.
Remember all of those that have lost their lives and loved ones.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts, and I feel, I wish I could say more, but it's like, thank you, seriously, thank you so much. So yeah, anyways, guys, God bless you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. And I got more stuff coming up this week. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. We'll have a great week. You have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday.
God bless you guys.